outside now, and because we're doing a review of our tripod carrying system, and we really want to do a review of this Manfrotto 3021 BPRO. And this is our wedding rig, but this is how we go to weddings. So this is a golf guard case. I got this up at Academy Sports down in Houston, Texas years ago. And it's a rolling golf case. And I've got my light stands and my umbrellas in there, and a extension cord, power strip so I can plug in multiple things. And very important, I've got my adapter that goes from a 3-way plug to a 2-way. That saved the day a number of times. So anyway, so we're set with that. That's the other component to our lighting system. But this is my wedding tripod, this Bogan 3021B Pro. And I keep that in there. That's how I go to weddings, right there. Okay, so let's open this guy up. And I don't use this tripod too often, just when I'm shooting weddings or social work, that kind of thing. When I don't mind rolling all my gear somewhere, when I can roll it. So, alright, there's that tripod. I'll close this up. I'll trip over that. Now bear with me, we're going to go handheld here. So, and we'll take a look at this tripod in more detail. Okay, so another thing we want to talk about is this ball head. Okay, that's the Manfrotto Bogan 486 ball head. About 50-60 bucks. And you know what? I like it at weddings because it's a one button, one lever release. Okay. So also this is that Kirk head adapter. So I get the 486 ball head without a quick release, and I bought this Kirk quick release here, and that screws into there, and that's how I run that. Okay, and you know, for wedding work, this is a great ball head. And the reason I use a ball head at weddings, I'm going to do a review of my Strobo Frame Quick Clip 35 flash bracket. But to make a long story short, the bracket has to flip that way. And 3-way heads go that way. Okay, and that's the problem. Because with the bracket on here, I flip it this way and then the flash flips up here. Well, up here. Well, anyway, you get the idea. Anyway, I'll show you when I'm reviewing that bracket. So that's my wedding ball head, and this tripod's pretty cool. The reason I went handheld with this, let me back up a little bit, because we want to compare this to the Gitzo carbon fiber. And look at that. So you wouldn't think that that little difference there, okay, see the difference in height? All right, that makes a big difference. It's the difference between stooping over and not. So many times when it's not critical, I will raise the Gitzo up. And what I mean by critical is many times when I don't have to worry about wobble too much, I'll raise this Gitzo up like this, so I don't have to bend over. Well, I'm 6'2". So I guess for other, people who are more normal height, they wouldn't have to have such a problem. But the Bogan is superior in that. It saves me a lot of trouble at weddings. The Bogan also has this other feature where you can unscrew this piece here and flip it sideways. To be honest with you, I don't use it that often. Okay, the real difference is the Bogan's a little heavier. Okay, so at a wedding, like when I'm on carpet or something, what'll happen is kids or people walking by, this tripod will bounce around. This tripod's heavy enough where it won't. And that's why originally I got the Gitzo and I figured, oh, I can use that for everything. I took it to a wedding, it didn't work out so good. So, all right, let me go back on a Gitzo because I'm probably getting seasick here. So that's the Bogan 3021. Let me get this lined up here. You know what? Let me show you how it flips out. Get that focus. Okay, so lower this down a little bit. See what I'm talking about. It's kind of cumbersome. I mean, if you're doing a real macro thing, I've used it a couple of times for some macro stuff. Make sure we're in focus. All right, so what you need to do is this comes up, this unscrews, okay, like so. As you can see, it's kind of tedious. That's why it's not the kind of thing I do too often. So, and then this comes out of here like that, and you can put it in there, and then you got to screw it back together, tighten it down. There you go. I mean, it's really clever, but it takes a bit of doing. So, I mean, if you have the option to buy this tripod without this feature, I would do that if you're saving some cash, because this is just really not that useful. You get your heavy camera out here, you know, you got to be really careful you're not flipping the deal over. But so that's the 3021 BPRO, and that's what it can do. I like the grips and stuff. Again, you know, I think this set of legs is like 200 bucks. This ball head's a real high value bargain. The 486 with the Kirk aftermarket. So that's basically this is the Bogan 3021 BPRO tripod review. It's an aluminum tripod, fairly heavy, but that's what we want it for. We want it to hold our camera down when we're at weddings and stuff. That's what I use it for. All right, Edward's Photo Universe. Thanks a lot.